Bible's supposed to be read precept upon precept. Here a little, there a little, to get the understanding. Christianity, religion told you just read the whole Bible and pray on it. No, that ain't how you do it. God got instructions on how to read it. So pastors, so leaders refuse to go with this Bible to give you the solution. Right now, today, that time is up. There's no more giving you lies. You're not African. You're not black. You're not Jamaican. You are from the 12 tribes of Israel. That's to the Bible. And it's time you went out of sleep. Christianity is a damn cure. Christianity is a cure to our people. So do you understand what you are listening to is the Bible?
And your reality, now guess what? This is reality. This is reality. We're going to show you. You had to destroy yourself.
So we're supposed to give a warning. We're not judging you, we're warning you.
Have we seen any change? Have we seen anything that has changed our people? Changed our neighborhoods?
And you, brother, would you call yourself, classify yourself as a so-called American black? Well, what does America call you? Just so I can know. They would call you African American, which that term don't even exist. So in the Bible, God would call you Judah. He would call you Ephraim. And guess what? You both come from a man by the name of Israel. You descend from the nation of Israel. Now guess what? Why do we have blacks and Hispanics on the same side? That's odd because here in America, they teach you that y'all two separate people, right? Right. You're the same exact people, but you come from the nation of Israel. That's why God calls you Judah and he calls you Ephraim. And I'm going to read in the Bible some history that pertains to both of you, and you tell me if the Bible is true or not. Give me Deuteronomy 28, and I want to read verse 49. Now listen to this, brothers. Both of y'all, I'm a what's the term they say? Kill two birds with one stone. I'm going to show you both of y'all Israelites according to the Bible and y'all actual blood brothers.
Read that, right?
From a man named Israel.
That's right.
Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 49.
Bring it out.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
So it says the Lord is going to bring, because a lot of us think that the Lord is make-believe. He said the Lord is going to bring against you a nation from far. Now, when Christopher Columbus got here in 1492, was he around the corner? Where'd he come from? He came from far away. When the Englishman came and got us from the west coast of Africa, did he come from close? Far away, right? Boom, that's one thing. Both of y'all the same people. That matches both of y'all, right? Read on.
From the end of the earth.
From the other side of the world. Give me the sign right here. Hold this up right here. I know we have been conditioned in our mind that when we see a map, we think that Africa and America is about that far away from each other. But it actually takes hours upon hours on a plane to get there. On a boat, guess how long it would take to get there? 6 months to a year, depending on how you're traveling. It takes a long time. Now we're talking about sailboats because they didn't have steam engines like now. So they came from the other side of the earth to come over here and conquer both of you. Yes. Now read on.
As swift as the eagle flying.
Hold on, God said they was going to come as fast as what?
As swift as the eagle flying.
Now here's a question from my Ephraimite brother, so-called Puerto Rican, and my so-called American black brother who God calls Judah. What is the symbol of the people that both oppress y'all? What's the symbol they got on all their money? The what? The what, brother? The eagle. If you pull out a dollar bill, they got an eagle on it. Spain. Oh, this is Greek right here. Greek symbol. So-called Caucasian. Their symbol was an eagle. They're Caucasian people just call themselves a different name. Rome. We know they white people, Caucasian people. Their symbol was the eagle. It's a movie called The Eagle where they're going to rescue the eagle. You can look it up. Spain, their symbol was an eagle. The Englishman on your quarter, eagle. Read that part again.
Read up. As swift as the eagle flying.
So he's saying that this nation that's coming against you, their symbol is going to be as the eagle.
That's right.
That's why we out here to give our people the understanding of who you truly are. Because when you read things like this, you don't understand that God speaks in metaphors. Just like, what's the Daddy Yankee? He's one of them Spanish rappers, right? And then we got Young Jock, Young Thug, Lil Uzi Vert. God, crazy. But they rappers, Lil Wayne, but they speak in metaphors, right? Ain't none of them got nothing on God. God said if people come against you, gonna be like an eagle. And then he gonna leave it to you to find out what that means.
That's right.
The nation that came against you, symbol was an eagle. And we out here teaching that you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you are actually the Israelites according to the Bible.
That's right.
In the land of your oppression, but you act like you're free. You was here first, but you didn't come from here. If you from the nation of Israel, that means you didn't come from this side of the earth. If you're an Israelite, that means from the tribe of Judah, you didn't come from this side of the earth.
Right.
You might have been born here, but this ain't where you truly from.
Right.
So let's read on in verse 49.
As swift as the eagle flight, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
There we go. That's what I said about language, right? Everybody see Braveheart. The Englishman, you didn't say, hello, gentlemen, when they showed up on the west coast of Africa.
Right.
Read that part again.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
All right, David, check out that flyer. You get a flyer? Check it out when you get a chance. So God said a nation whose language you was not going to understand is going to come against you. Who did that happen to? I want to ask y'all so I know y'all understand it. Did a nation come against us whose language we didn't understand? Did that happen to us? That happened. Check that off the list. Read on.
Verse 50. A nation of fierce consonants, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor shall favor to the young.
You know what God said? This nation is coming against you. They're not going to care how old you are. Now, when we look out into the news today, because I got to make it, because our people think, oh, the Bible is old, that's old news. But this stuff still happening. He said, this nation that comes against you, the language you're not going to understand of them. Their sign is the eagle. They are not going to care if you are young or old. When we look out into the news, who's the people getting gunned down in the streets? Young black man.
Right.
And guess who else getting gunned down? Old black man.
That's right.
You know, the name Crutcher, the dude Terrence Crutcher from Tulsa. He got shot down by the police, right? Old man. The brother from South Carolina, I forget his name. What was his name? Alton what?
Alton Sterling.
Walter Scott, right. Older gentleman. God said this people that come against you is not going to do what?
A nation of fierce consonants, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
Now that nation, we know who it is. Do you know who it is? We know. Do you know who it is? It's the white people, Caucasian people. And that we ain't teaching hate. Now, look at this. We not teaching out here. We teaching historical facts.
That's right.
That happened to us. You can Google it. People hear us say that, be like, y'all teaching hate. No, it happened.
That's
Caucasian people came and got us from the west coast of Africa and enslaved us.
That's right.
That's
That's
history. But now in today's time, when you speak the truth, it's called hate. When you lie, they love you.
Right.
That's the thing that we got to understand here in this captivity. We got to learn to speak the truth and love the truth, because the only thing that's going to set us free mentally is the truth.
That's right.
Because you walk around here, and I don't know why y'all brothers is out here, so I ain't going to say. But I know on Memorial Day in Miami on South Beach, I've seen the video. I know what's out here. I know why brothers walk around with their shirts off to entice young ladies. You know why you do that? Because you don't know who you are according to the Bible.
That's right.
You don't know where you're going from what day to another, so you do whatever they present in front of you.
Bring it out.
If you knew that you was an Israelite, God calls you Judah in the Bible. The same tribe that a man that looks similar to this came from, you would be over here like this. I ain't going out there amongst all that wickedness.
Right.
I don't do that because that ain't my customs and my ways, because I found out who I was according to the Bible.
Bring it out.
Now I'm going to live like that. I ain't just going to talk it, I'm going to walk it.
Right.
Don't we say that? Don't talk it, walk it. Don't say it, do it. Right? That's what we say. Show me the action, right? Now I'm going to go back to further proving that you blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians are the Israelites according to the Bible. That's a question for you two brothers. I didn't get your name. What's your name, brother? Darrell? All right, Darrell. How did we get from the west coast of Africa all the way on the other side of the earth. How did we get here? How? Yeah, but how? What was the means of transportation? Ship. Don't y'all know that that is in the Bible exactly? That's why when you go to church, they tell you, just read the New Testament.
That's right.
Everything in the Old Testament is done away with.
Right.
Because if you never read that Old Testament, you won't find out who you are, and you'll continue to do the same things you've always done your whole life.
That's right.
I found out this when I was about 26, 27 years old. And since that time that God poured His Spirit on me, I've been changing ever since. I don't know how old y'all are, but I guarantee y'all been doing the same thing every single year since you came into the understanding of knowledge where you had some free will. I can do what I want. Mama said I ain't got to go sleep at this time, so I'm going to do whatever I want to. I know, because I used to do the same thing. You go to the clubs all the time. You're chasing girls.
Right.
You're looking for some drink. I don't know if you smoke, but I can pretty much bet that ESPN Sports Center is on rerun after rerun. You don't watch the damn show 2 times, but you ain't got nothing else to do, so you watch it a 5th time.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that you listen to the worst people on the earth when it comes to music.
Right.
Lil Uzi Vert, Jay-Z,
Right.
Lil Wayne, all of them. I'm pretty sure you do that because I used to do that. All of us brothers used to do it.
Yes.
So we ain't saying that we no different from y'all, but we understand that when we came into the knowledge of who we was, we changed. Now, let me show you in the Bible how we got here to this side of the earth. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28.
Hey, you gone, brother? You leaving?
You kind of lost me.
Okay, well, what's your question? How, Lucy?
Just a little predictions on why what I do.
Listen, I can tell you right now, you wasn't listening. Because I said, I don't know if y'all doing this, so I ain't going to say. That's the first thing I said. Oh, see, I told you. Didn't I say that, brother? That's the first thing I said. I said, I don't know if that's the reason why you down here, but I said, I know our people do this as a whole. Okay, so listen, brother, we got to listen. I ain't singling you out because, like I said, too, it ain't just y'all. We used to do it, too. It ain't like I said, we ain't perfect. We used to do that same thing, but once we came into the knowledge, we changed whatever we was doing because it didn't line up with God.
Right.
So let me get back to telling you who you are, proving who you are according to the Bible. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Hey, and if you got questions, brother, stop me at any time. I ain't here to just preach to you like you hear on Sunday service. I want to know what you know so I can give you the understanding of this book right here.
That's right.
Because it's your book. You just don't know it. So read that.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now, can we get the sign? Where's the sign at? Egypt. Where's Egypt at, brother? What was your name again? Ronald. Where's Egypt at? Just get that. Africa, right? Northeast Africa. Now, I'm proving that we the Israelites, but God said He's going to bring us into Egypt again. Remember, I said that God speaks in metaphors, right? So let's see what the word Egypt means to God, because when we hear it, we automatically think of a landmass, a country in Africa, right? So let's see what God says Egypt means. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 5 and verse 6. I am the Lord thy God.
I am the Lord thy God,
which brought thee out of the land of Egypt,
out of the land of Egypt. Read on.
From the house of bondage.
From what?
The house of bondage.
From the what?
The house of bondage.
So God refers to Egypt as the what? I read it. The house of bondage, right? When you in bondage, you in what? You're a slave. Exactly right. I like you got some sense, brother. You're a slave. So let's go back to Deuteronomy 28:68.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Into what? Into, what does it mean? In bondage. In another word, you said start with an S. Slavery. How?
Again, with ship.
With what?
With ship.
With what?
With ship.
That's in the Bible, brothers. The what is derail? Derail. That's in the Bible. That's why they said don't read it, because if you ever find out, hold on. That happened to us.
Bring it out.
Go ahead, brother. Deuteronomy 28:68 out of the King James Bible.
You got a phone, bro?
You got a phone? Darrell? You can, okay. Listen to this. You blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We are proving that you are the Israelites according to the Bible.
That's right.
We are going over historical facts in the Bible, proving that it is you who is talking about in the Bible today.
That's right.
We're trying to give you your identity so you can stop calling yourself an African American, Haitian and Black and Dominican and Puerto Rican. God ain't never called you that. Read that again in Deuteronomy 28.
Yeah.
Read that again.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt
Into slavery
again
a second time.
with ships.
How did we get here, you said? How we get here, brother? Read Deuteronomy 1 and 1. Now that's just a few, because earlier I brought out, God said, I'm going to bring a nation against you whose language you won't understand. They are going to oppress you. Their symbol will be the eagle. And y'all agree, that stuff happened to us. They don't care how old or how young you are. That's happening to us. Then we read about how we got from one side of the earth to the other, and it specifically talks about us, right? So let's see, and we call ourselves black today. Let's see what God, in the same book of Deuteronomy, who he's talking to.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words
that we just read in Deuteronomy 28.
bring it out, which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Spoke them to who?
All Israel.
No, African Americans.
All Israel.
Black people.
All Israel.
Dominicans.
All Israel. That's right.
So let's do it. I think you got it. I think you got it. If that happened to us, what is God saying we are really? Our true name. What's our name, brother? Israelites. That's what God called us. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I'd much rather be called what God called us instead of our oppressor that I know hates us.
Right.
And you know what? The hatred ain't always outwardly, because he's like, no, what are you talking about? I'm still walking around. But they do set up churches on every corner in your neighborhood.
Right.
I don't know no Negro that got a damn banana boat bringing drugs from over there in Colombia.
Right.
I don't know no Negro that got a gun manufacturing gun shop.
Right.
But we got guns all through our hood.
Right.
I know it ain't none of our people that own Fox.
Right.
Our people don't own BET.
Right.
We don't own those stations.
That's right.
But all of that stuff that is on there that is destroying us as a people is what? It's poison.
Right.
Now, like I said, I'm not the smartest man in the world, but I know that it's some people doing that secret. God is telling you who those people are through the curses, at the same time telling you who you are. Read on in that, because guess what? You got here in ships, but God gets even more descriptive, because you might be, hey man, it happened to everybody. Well, let's see, what else happened?
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
God says you won't see it no more again. Now, when we, I don't know, they might not teach it in school. They do teach it in school. But when we get some level of consciousness as a people, we start looking on the internet for some knowledge and stuff. We are always taught that the motherland is where? What do they teach us the motherland is? Y'all know? Where they say we from? Africa. They say life started in Africa. Africa's the motherland. Is that true according to the Bible?
Bring it out.
Let's see.
Galatians chapter 4, verse 26. But Jerusalem.
But where?
But Jerusalem.
Jerusalem, which is in Israel, the Middle East. Read on.
Which is above is free. Which is the mother.
It's the what?
The mother.
It's the what?
The mother of us all.
Of what?
Of us all.
God says the motherland is Jerusalem. Not Africa. We out here tearing down all vain imaginations and lies with words out the Bible. Because since we popped out, we've been lied to.
That's right.
We've been lied to. That's the truth of it. What we think we know about God, what we think we know about society, it's a lie. And we gotta know the truth so we can stop doing the things we always been doing.
Right.
Living our life in sin.
Right.
As a nation, we are on the bottom as a people.
Right.
Some of us got good jobs. Some of us. But as a nation, we on the bottom.
Right.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Now, if you love your people or care about your people, that should strike you at home. But if you say, man, F all that, nigga, I gotta get rich or die trying. These words will go in one ear and out the other. But you see it right now in front of you, brothers that love their people and wanted to find a solution to how they can help change the state of their people, and we found it in the Bible.
That's right.
Because we found out marching ain't working.
Right.
Yeah, we still hands up, don't shoot.
Right.
Oh, die, nigga, die. Oh, we gotta get an education. Well, there's a bunch of Negroes with college degrees and still can't find work.
Right.
Oh, we gotta vote the right person into the office. Well, we voted, and guess what? Donald Trump said, I'm deporting all them Haitians back to Haiti.
Right. Bring it out.
Sending all of them niggas back where they came from. Oh, and build a wall too, so the Mexicans can't come into the country that they once owned.
Right.
So voting ain't helping us. None of that is. What's gonna help us? The truth of this Bible once we find out who we are.
Right.
That we the Israelites according to the Bible.
Right.
Now let's go back to Deuteronomy 28:68. So we got here on ships. God said you won't see your homeland ever again. Have we as a nation been back to where God says we come from? How many people, you Darrell, Ronald, how many people y'all know say, hey, I've been to Jerusalem, I've been to Israel? How many people y'all know? I don't know nobody.
Right.
I don't know nobody. And I got a grandma that traveled, but she ain't never been over there. Because God said, you ain't going back to that. And we ain't going back as a nation. You know why you can't go back to it? Because while you was on this side of servitude and slavery, some other people pretending to be you moved in.
That's right. Bring it out.
They moved in and they call themselves what? Who's the people that live in Israel right now? What people are they? What they call themselves? The real? Ronald? Huh? Well, they do descend from them, but their actual name is Jewish. Jewish people.
Right.
Right? Now, let's do some common knowledge. If I say I'll be there at 5-ish, does that mean I'll be there right at 5? Nah, I'll be there somewhere around that time, but don't expect me at 5.
Right.
So if I say, if I call myself Jewish, I'm telling you, I'm not the real people. Huh? But why don't they do that? They not.
Right.
No, they not the people of the book. But the people of the book are on the other side of the earth calling themselves African American and Puerto Rican.
Right. Bring it out. Bring it out.
So if you keep calling yourself that, you'll never rise up and change because you say, I'm home. What are you talking about? Go back to where I'm home. Now I was born here.
Right.
I was born in Fort Florida. I was born in there. What's the woods down here? I'm born in Little Haiti. I'm born in Alabama. I was born in Chapalaka. I was born in Liberty City. I ain't trying to leave. It's my hood. Because you think you're African American.
Right. That's right.
I'm Puerto Rican. I'm going back to my homeland. You ain't from there. So God says you will not see it again. Your homeland of Jerusalem. Read on.
In there.
And what?
In there.
When you got off the ship, hold the sign, because I don't want to forget the thought.
Bring it
I
out.
don't want to forget the thought. He said that there. Hold it up. Once you got off of the ship, how we got here, it said it in the beginning of the verse. And there, once you got off the ships, whether you was dropped off in South America, Central America, North America, hell, if they took you to China, if they took you to Russia, once you got off those ships, what was going to happen? You shall be sold. You going to be what? You shall be sold unto your enemies. Did that happen to us, Ronald? Ron, did it happen? We was put on slave ships, scattered all over the earth. Once we got off those slave ships, they put us on auction slave blocks.
That's right. Right.
And they said, I got a big buck right here going for $100, $200, $300, $400, sold to Master Johnson in Tennessee. Send that nigga down to Tennessee. Oh, his mama's up next? Oh, get that good witch here. We got, oh, she can make a lot of babies right here. Look at her behind. Look at her breast. We got a lot here. You can use it as a bed witch, whatever you need to get off. We could for $500 on her. $600, $700, I got $1,000. Send her down to Texas.
That's right.
Oh, she got kids too. Oh, park them little niggas up too, because they more money too. Let's send them down. Oh, I got $200, $300. This boy, look at him. He's 1 year old. He gonna be big. He already tall. He gonna be a good those ships, you shall be sold. That happened to us. Your mama got shipped off to Texas. Your daddy got sold to Tennessee. Your kids went down to Miami, but you was brought in Virginia. You got off the ship in Virginia, and they parted you all over. The Bible is a true book.
That's right.
We just ain't never read it because we too busy chasing women. Might not be you, Ronald, but 98% of these brothers out here looking for what they get hit tonight in the hotel they rent.
Right.
In the rental car that it really ain't theirs.
Right.
That Ferrari that they got from around the corner of the foreign auto car rental place.
Right.
It's right around the corner. We see it. That fake gold they got on their neck stuck. Most brothers out here that are blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians are looking for who they can hit tonight. And the women are out here to flaunt what they got, because it all goes back to being stripped down naked on that slave block.
Right.
You just carrying on the stuff that they did. They turned you into breeders. You sleep with her, have a bunch of kids, I got another woman you can sleep with. And now, throughout time, throughout the generations, what we do, we sleep with this woman, sleep with that woman. How many kids you got? I got 3 kids. How many baby mamas? 3? Dude, you ain't never thought to marry? Man, I ain't. Papa was a rolling stone.
Right.
But it says, and there you shall be sold. Read on. Unto your enemies. To who? Unto your enemies. Now, who is the people that bought us when we got off the slave ships here in America? Right? Who was it? Who was the people? Edomites. White folks. So you done heard this before. Caucasians, what they call it. And then guess what? Where the sign at? They used to call themselves Greeks. They used to call themselves Romans. So when you in the Bible and you see the book of Romans and Galatians, it's actually talking about black people that was called that by their slave masters.
Right.
The same way today we call African Americans.
Right.
Same thing today. It says you shall be sold unto your enemies. Read on. For bondman, slave man, and bondwoman. And no man shall buy you. Hold on. That don't make no sense. God said some people was going to buy you when you get off the ship. And then he said, they not go back. It's kind of confusing. Here's the understanding on it. Verse 29.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 29. And thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in darkness.
You know what that means? You're going to be, all right, brother, check out the fly. That means you're going to be searching for the truth everywhere. I don't know. I see on your arm you got a cross. On your arm. I got tattoos too. You don't even want to know what I got on my arm. But when you was, your mother, your father, when you was being raised, what church was they in? What did they call themselves? Baptist. Like most black people call ourselves Baptists because our slave masters call themselves Baptists. That's why we do this stuff. But it says, you was going to what? Read it again, the bottom. As the blind gropeth in darkness, so you was going to be searching for the truth wherever you went. You know how we do that today? We go from Baptist. I don't really like that Baptist religion. I don't like that pastor. Let me try being Catholic. I really don't like Catholicism. They got too much of this. Let me be a 7-day Adventist. Oh, they're too strict. I don't want to do that. Let me be a 5%er. There's just something ain't right with that 5%er. Let me go into the Egyptology, because I know we black and we came from Africa. I don't know where I came from in Africa, but let me do that. Let me walk around with that black power, first man created on the earth. We walk around, we searching like a blind man does in darkness.
Right.
That's what we do as a people, with our eyes wide open. And when you hear the truth, a lot of our people, they keep on walking. Oh, that nigga ain't talking about nothing.
Take it out.
You searching, but you don't know where to turn. Like we were searching. And we prayed, Lord, show us the way.
Right.
And he led us to the book of Deuteronomy.
Bring it out.
And once we understood who we was in this book, the rest of it made sense. Give me Exodus 12 and verse 12. Now I'm going to show you, the rest of it made sense. That you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are actually the Israelites according to the Bible.
Right.
That's what God calls you. And once you understand who you are in the Bible, the rest of it makes sense.
Bring it out.
Today is a national holiday in America called Memorial Day, right? Let's see what God say about that. Read the Exodus 12 and 12.
Exodus chapter 12 and verse 12. For I will pass through the land of Egypt.
Well, God said we were going to go into the land of Egypt, right, Ronald? So if we was there already, that means that we was slaves already there. Because he said you're going back again.
Right.
We the ones that built some of those pyramids. We the ones that built the Valley of the Kings. That was us. Read on.
This night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt.
So God don't love everybody. If he loved everybody, he would not have killed the firstborn children of the Egyptians.
Right.
That's common sense, but our people, they do away with the Old Testament. God killed everybody in the beginning. God killed all the Egyptian kids. He don't love everybody. Read on.
Both man and beast. And against all the gods of Egypt, I will execute judgment. I am the Lord. And the blood shall be to you for a token.
Now, do you know what God is describing right here? When he went through and killed all the sons of Egypt. Do you know, brother, over here, the t-shirt on? Do you know what he's talking about in Exodus 12? When God went through and killed all the firstborn of Egypt, what is he talking about? What holiday is this? The Passover.
That's right.
This is what he is describing. Right here, describing the Passover. Read on.
Upon the houses where you are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you.
That's why we got the Passover. Now, I don't know how long it's been since you know you was Baptist. Did y'all ever celebrate the Passover in the Baptist church? Huh? Y'all did? When did it fall? Oh, you was little. Okay. All right. So your church might have been a little different, but general as Baptist religion, they don't celebrate Passover. They celebrate Easter.
Right.
Yeah, it ain't the same. It's completely different. One is pagan as hell because rabbits don't lay eggs.
Right.
He ain't got nothing to do with Christ at all. But the Passover does. And we Israelites, he's speaking to us in the book of Exodus.
That's right.
Read on.
And the plague shall not be upon you for to destroy you when I smite the land of Egypt. And this day shall be unto you
This day, the Passover, when I killed all the firstborn of Egypt, read on.
for a memorial.
For what?
For a memorial.
Passover's what?
For a memorial.
So why black and Hispanic people who are the Israelites according to the Bible, why we out here celebrating America's Memorial Day?
Right, right.
When God gave us the Passover as a what?
For a memorial.
This is your Memorial Day.
That's right.
But you can't celebrate something that you don't know about because you don't know who you are according to the Bible.
Right.
Give me that Exodus 13 and 8, I think it is. The Passover is the Memorial Day for black, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Right.
Who God calls the Israelites according to the Bible.
Right.
Not America's. This is the land of your captivity. Why are we out here on Memorial Day? We walk around, hands up, no shoot, no justice, no peace, but you turn around and celebrate their holidays.
That's right. Bring it out.
That's why the other nations take the black man, Hispanic man as a joke.
Bring it out.
Because you don't stand up for nothing that you say.
Bring it out.
You mad at police oppression. Well, stop spending money with them every damn chance you get.
That's right.
Get what you need to live and survive, and then keep the rest of your money in your pocket. What we do, hey, I got to get the fanciest car. I got to get the biggest train.
Right.
I got to get the biggest, the new drink.
Right.
I got to get this. We do all of this in the land of our captivity, but claim, I'm tired of oppression. And then find yourself out here on their Memorial Day. That is a contradiction. That's why the other nations say, black people is a damn joke.
Right.
Don't take him serious. And the only reason you don't celebrate Passover as your Memorial Day, you don't know you're the Israelites according to the Bible.
That's right.
Bring it out. That's why. That's your Memorial Day. So read that. Let me see. Exodus 13 and 8 and 9.
Exodus chapter 13, verse 8. And thou shalt show thy son in that day.
So it says that you're supposed to show your children your Memorial Day, which is Passover. Read.
Saying, this is done because of that which the Lord to me when I came forth out of Egypt.
You out of here, Ronald? All right, man. Hey, check out the fly, man. We got a. Are you from down here in Miami, or you came from out of? From where? We got a school up here in Minnesota. If you call or go on the website that's on there, IsraelUnite.org, you can look on the contact list and find Minnesota and call them up there. As if you want to know more of this truth, all right? It's up there, man. Hey, guess what? The word of God is everywhere. The problem is, we just ain't looking for it as a people.
Right.
But you found it today, so don't let this slip, all right? Before you go, here's one. Hebrews 2:1. Before you go, Ron, I want to give you this to encourage you, exhort you to not just hear the word, but do the word.
Bring it up.
Because hearers of the word shall be justified, of the law.
Bring it up.
The doers of the word shall be justified, not the hearers of the word. Because a lot of our people hear it, but they don't actually do what God says do. So let's read that Hebrews 2:1.
Bring it up.
Hebrews chapter 2, verse 1. Therefore, we ought to give the more earnest heed to the things which we have heard.
God says you should seek out diligently of the things that you heard today. Because you know a little something, because I heard you say Edomites.
Right.
So you done seen us somewhere before. So God don't play, he don't give us too many chances. You heard it somewhere else before, you've seen it in person. Now, you on God's radar. Okay, he knows. Start to cut down.
That's right.
And we don't, and me, bro, I don't want to see the judgment of God come across you at all, because he said, you know what? I'm tired of it. I gave him enough. Take his life from him. And then you end up on the 6 o'clock news, because it can happen to any of us when you don't keep the commandments of God. That's our only protection that we got here in this land of captivity.
Right.
It ain't voting, it ain't marching, it ain't assimilating. None of that is going to help us when the judgment of God comes. Deuteronomy 32:39. Because once he pronounces judgment on you, it's over. Chemotherapy can't help you when God says, I want your life.
Right.
When the cop got the gun pointed on you while you're sitting in the driver's seat and judgment been passed, it ain't nothing you can say to stop that cop from shooting you.
Right.
Putting your hands up ain't gonna work.
Right.
What about your name? Read that. 32:39.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me.
God says, I'm the only true God on the face of the universe. Everything else is a figment of our imagination. Read on.
I kill.
He does what?
I kill.
God talking about he's killing people. From on his throne in heaven, he's sending the spirits down here and say, hey, take his life.
Right.
Take his life.
Right.
They ain't waking up, take his life.
Right.
Take her life too.
Right.
I'm tired of it. He kills. Read on.
And I make alive.
And he's also got to say, no, hold on. He heard the word. He's eventually going to repent. Don't take his life just yet. Give him time. Read on.
I wound.
He wounds.
And I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
Right.
What God just said, when I get ready to kill, it's nobody that can deliver you out of my hand.
That's right.
Because I made every spirit on the earth, and every spirit on the earth is going to do what the Father tells us to do.
Right.
So like I said, seek this thing out, give the more earnest heed to it. Don't let these words slip. Because I don't want your name to come before the Most High and your angel says, kill or make alive with Ronald. Do away with it. Thy will be done. And it's nothing that you can do.
Right.
Take the more earnest heed to this, brother, all right? All right, brother, it's been good talking to you. All right? Take care.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel, Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC. to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this and join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.